So I've come to figure out this, that there are some things that are just impossible. They just are. Like, I've learned these things, all right? Like, for example, in my house, I'm never going to win an argument with my wife, ever. It's never going to happen. I've tried. I've tried everything. Like, I've tried to learn Spanish. Can't do it. Like, I can't. Never going to happen. I'm also never going to get my son to clean up every single one of his monster trucks. I've tried. We have bribed him. We've done everything. But there's always one sitting out. And it's probably intentional. Always. Like, those two things are impossible. Never going to happen. Ever. I've tried. Everything. Never going to happen. You know what else is impossible? The Dallas Cowboys making the playoffs. It's over, okay? Like, it is done. That's a wrap. We can sit here and try and find the funny ways that this could happen and navigate through these different paths and all the... Like, it ain't ever going to happen. It's over. Like this, and they're trying everything. Like, they're trying to sell you on Cooper Rush. Like, they're coming up with all these different ways. It's almost like they're gaslighting you, like trying to figure out all these different ways that, they could still, win. And, even though it's Cooper Rush, don't worry about it because we got all these opportunities coming up and we've got this and no, it's over. It's over. It ain't happening. The season is done. Like, how much more obvious could it be? Dak Prescott on the sideline during a game mouthed the words, "We effing suck." He said those himself. And people are trying to break down, well, what did he mean, actually? Maybe you meant, no. You know what he was? He was honest. Because it's the truth. They're not good. And we've talked about why this shouldn't be a surprise. Where did they upgrade in the offseason? This shouldn't be alarming to anybody. Listen. And I've taken ownership of this. I'll be accountable. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I did. And before you sit here and start taking shots at me and laugh at me, wait till we get to Knox Locks. And keep your mouth shut, all right? Because I put something together last week. But that'll be coming up later on the show. But this idea that we've got all these, we really believe in, okay, all right, okay. I mean, listen, to cut them a little slack. What are they supposed to say? Yeah, listen, season's over. Well, no. But, we all know that it is. We're aware. We all probably should have been aware that the season was over after the game against New Orleans, if we're being honest. New Orleans just lost to Carolina and fired their head coach. They annihilated the Cowboys. That happened. This should not be, alarming to anybody or surprising to anybody. But what's surprising is the people that are still holding on to hope. Listen, still got it. It's like going to a carnival and you dump a glass of water on some kid's cotton candy and he's still just holding on to the paper rod. And it's dude, what do you think's going to happen? It's going to morph back into cotton candy? It's over. Your older brother there, that scumbag, he did it again. Mom and Dad paid $11 for that cotton candy, and that kid dumped a water bottle over it, and it's gone. Man up and vanish like a fart in the wind. You can't do anything about it. It's over. And you got people in the media that are cowboy honks and oh, God, baby. No, it's done. I mean, Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones, don't even agree, on the same day in press conferences or interviews. Mike McCarthy on Wednesday clearly states Cooper Rush is our quarterback. We don't have a package of plays for Trey Lance. We are focused on getting Cooper ready for the game, just like we're focused on getting Micah Parsons ready for the game. We need this full week of practice, and we need Cooper Rush to get all the opportunity and all the reps that he can get. Jerry Jones, Friday on The Fan in Dallas, says this.
Oh, there is a window for Trey Lance. There's packages that we can work on, and yes, there is a window for Trey.
What elements of his game, of Lance's game, did you see during the preseason?
Let me be clear. Oh. That's not just to get Lance some playtime.
Yeah.
That's to bring to the table some offense for us.
And Mike McCarthy says later in the day, like, okay, yeah, I'll run it by Jerry. Like, what we're gonna do. I haven't put together the first 15 plays yet, but I'll run. Dude, like. At some point, you just got to call it. Like, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, we're done. Like, you can't give successful CPR to a corpse. Like, there's a difference between the ER and the morgue. Like, there are teams right now that are in the ER. Like, there are teams that are in the ER. They're trying. Like, they are trying. There's still potentially a chance. Like, there's a lot of, like, if you went around the NFL right now, like, you look at certain teams, you go, hey, that team's in the ER right now. All right, that team's in the ER. All right, like, listen, I know, like the Jets right now, the Jets are in the ER. Right? They are in the emergency room. Right? Like, that's a real thing. Right? The Cincinnati Bengals, they're in the ER. All right. But look, a little bit optimistic on the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, that's an ER team. Same with the Colts. Same with, other, like, listen, I mean, you want to call out the Chicago Bears? Like, they're in the ER right now. The Buccaneers, like, there's several teams in the ER. The Dallas Cowboys are in the morgue. Like, the toe tags have been printed. It's a wrap. It's done. Like, they can try and find all the different ways and all these possibilities and playoff scenarios and this and that. It's over with. Like, Dak Prescott is the adult in the room in Dallas. Like, he's the guy amidst all of this back and forth and drama and all this stuff. And everybody, like, wants to point to the contract he got, I got news for you. He was going to get the contract anyway. Sorry. But, like, Dak Prescott's been the adult in the room this entire time. And the adult in the room just took a step back and looked and said, we effing suck. It is what it is. So stop trying to find a path to resuscitation and just zip up the bag, put it on a gurney, say goodbye, and wait for the funeral bill, which is going to be about $50,000.